is today. You present, man, 3.5 hours, do this together, man. It starts with us, it ends with us.
Hey, no cheers!
KO, 3, 1, 2, 3, go!
Come on, boys, let's go now!
This is no ordinary job.
That silver and black is different.
This is the silver and black.
It just hits different.
This is the Raiders.
Got locked in now, laser focus!
Hey, this could get interesting.
Ride for the brand. The greatness of the Raiders lies in its future. Hey, the best is yet to come.
I'm officially a Raider. I'm excited to be humble and hungry and get to work.
That's the big play football, right? You got boss. That's what you want to see right there.
The grit of this franchise sticks out. This is a historic franchise. You know, it's really important to me that we're a gritty team, that the way that they were back in the old days.
Just amazing concentration.
But why not us? Why not this staff? You know, why not this group of players?
There's a certain mentality and play style that's expected from different organizations. Right.
Don't make a pay, fellas! Don't make a pay!
And I just want to do my 111. I believe that leadership is earned, it's not given.
I feel like I've always been meant to be a Raider.
Let's not go to fight!
So that first step was transferring and challenging myself, being in an uncomfortable environment. Because when you're uncomfortable, you're able to grow. It's the motto of the Raiders. Once a Raider, always a Raider.
That's what we're going to be about, winning.
Everything we got!
Thank you. God bless. Thank you guys for coming.
Nation, say good night to the kids, say good night to the wives, the husbands, because the baby boys are back. Yeah, we know we're a little bit late tonight. We have some technical difficulties off stream, but no matter what, we are here because you know what? It is the first day of camp. Did you not think we would be here? No, you didn't. Show up. Sacktown Raider already in here with the love. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the good Raider. He will introduce himself, the bad guy Raider.
Yeah, it's it's the Raider you love to hate.
Not the truth.
The Raider bad guy.
That man said, I was born to be who I was born to be. And this is it.
this is it. I tried to change it and this came right back. So I think I better just embrace it, forget it, and try to see what I can make out of it. What's up with your Sacktown Raider, Mike?
Kendrick Lamar once said, if I can remember correctly, one of his songs, he said, therapy taught me how to open up, but it also taught me I didn't give a fuck.
That's perfect.
You know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. So a question for you, man. What's the day been like? This is the first official day of like training camp.
Oh man, it kind of feel like it turned up a notch because like we went from 350 preheat, now we on 375 because we got last night we got the second episode of Behind the Shield, so that kind of primed us. It primed us up like, okay, cool, because we already knew that the rookies was there, Max was there, and whoever else was injured. And then today we got to hear from Coach Kubiak. So then that kind of made it like official because the questions they were asking was like gut punch pitch, like we couldn't wait these 3 weeks to ask you these questions because we need to know because this is what's been grumbling in the nation. And he really did like get to some of those answers. And
he was ready, right? He was ready.
And so now it's official. It feels like it's football season again, basically.
Yeah. So for those of you coming in, we got a couple points. Obviously, we can't go till super late tonight because we started late, but we're gonna try to give you guys enough time to get over some main points that we got. Primarily regarding Kubiak's conference, right? Because that was the main show today. He showed up, he was ready, he was focused, he was not shaking at all. There was no ums and ums. It was just like, yeah, no, this just seems very. to me, it seems very routine. Like, yeah, we've been here before. We know what to do. The number one bullet point that he mentioned that everyone wanted to hear was Max Crosby. And what he specifically said was Max will be practicing with the Team One unit tomorrow. He's 100%. He's good to go. Those were his exact words. He's good to go. What do you make of that? Because that's got to be a shock for the Ravens. That how many months? That was only what, 3 months ago?
Yeah, I would give it like 2, but even in that, even if it was 3, I don't remember. That was like one of my main points of emphasis to see where he was gonna fall into line with his recovery, because I was trying to figure out if he was gonna be there for day 1 of camp. And then once I saw him at the SAC Summit racing Jared Verse, and he'd been telling us the whole time that, hey, look, I was tripping when they told me, the Ravens doctor told me, like, hey, they don't like something. He instantly called his doctor, and his doctor was like, man, don't listen to that. You ahead of schedule. You good. Don't worry about it. So he felt better about it. That also let me know that really the Ravens was capping. They really, I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
It was a
It was the
conspiracy
first
against
round
him, wasn't it?
It was those 2 first-round picks that they got scared about, and they wanted to get at least somebody else, Hendrickson, up in there, and they just didn't want to spend it on Max because, like you say, not the what you call it, it's the optics, but you call it something else. But the way it looks, though, it looks like we got Linderbaum and 2 first-round picks from Max Crosby.
Yeah.
The optics don't look good on that.
Because it's so funny, because remember me telling you when that trade first happened, I went over to a Ravens social media, and I just told him, "Oh, this is just a rental. We'll get him back in like 3 years." Because I even thought then that this is just Max is going to retire with the Raiders. Like I had no questions about that. And so I thought that's what they were. So to then get Max back and get Linderbaum from the Ravens, at what point do you think they were pissed off that they didn't get anything back for Linderbaum? They just lost him because they didn't tag him. So they lost Crosby, and then they also lost Linderbaum to us again. It's like, I mean, it seemed like the entire world just conspired to make the Raiders better on behalf of the Ravens.
Well, they definitely was a main contributor to it because like you said, like what got them to the point where they were acting like that?
Yo, what up, Steve T? What up, Steve T? So that was the number one point that I feel like was necessary to talk about. But the number 2 point does go along with that, because Kubiak also said that everyone is healthy. Everyone's healthy. Everyone is showing up. That means Nakobe Dean, right? Who we knew was battling some injuries, but it seems like even Nakobe Dean is 100% ready to go. So do you feel like 100% means that 100%? Are we talking tomorrow? Everyone is showing up. Boom, boots on the ground. We are ready to go. Nobody will be in the back room dealing with some injuries stuff, because again, that's what I don't want to see, right? Oh, where's that guy? Oh yeah, he's in it. You said everyone was ready.
No, this is remember, you gotta remember, coach set the standard, right? The standard is, look, I don't look, everything OTAs, all that, we set y'all out on purpose so you have every right to be ready. I mean, you have every opportunity to be ready. We gave y'all a month off to be with your family. Well, close to a month off to be with your family. So you got your mind right. You got time to get your body right. The standard is you come in and be ready to go 100%. If you don't, and you go sit on that side and you taking mental reps, all that, I'm going to take mental reps of that as well. And if you happen to keep sitting over there, you're going to stay over there.
Right. Exactly.
That's how I take it.
And Stim T, yeah, we are. And let me just tell you about us, man. We're not gonna brag too much on nothing. We're mostly gonna show you guys like good content. That if you go over to my channel and his channel, you'll see that what you're getting from us is going to be some deep Raiders good stuff. Like we're not interested in no fluff. The names are the names just coincidentally perfected themselves in real time. We don't do no fluffs. We're here for real good Raider content. So please like the channel, subscribe to the channels if you're able to. I'm not monetized yet. His channel is monetized.
You're on your way.
Yeah, but we're on our way. Do not worry. We will get there in no time. But you guys feel free to talk on that. I do want to know your thoughts on that. Okay, look, the biggest thing we got to talk about with training camp is going to be injuries, right? Because they happen. They happen every year. Some team gets devastated by injury every year. And it looks like for the 49ers, Kyle Shanahan is the first. Just a little sneaking a little joke there. Just in case my body brand is watching this. Just in case my body's brand is watching this.
Hold on.
Yes.
We got he a Niner fan?
Oh yeah, my body. No. I have a friend who's Brandon. He's not on chat, but if he's watching, I have a friend who's a Niner fan. Hardcore Niner fan. We grew up in the Bay. I was a Raider fan. He was a hardcore Niner fan. So yes, Kyle Shanahan was the first casualty of training camp injury. But let's be for real. Chad. Do we think what would be the worst injury the Raider could have this season? Which player, if injured, will be the worst case scenario for the Raiders? Not that you would ever wish injury on a player, but if you're going to assume that, an injury is going to come up, what would be the worst case scenario injury?
Oh, let me think about it. But while I think about it, you did mention Niner, so this is for you, the Niner fan, if he watching this on the playback.
If you're a Niner fan, what it do? Marshawn Lynch said, you. I'm a Raider.
They muted it. It wasn't a pass. They muted it. So I think the most devastating injury right now to us would be if Max Crosby got hurt. Knock on wood.
Really? So we got a question. Would you trade? Vita. Don't worry. We're gonna get to Vita. We're gonna get to Vita. Well, we're gonna roast it up. We're gonna mix it up just to let more people come in here. We're gonna get to Vita. We will get to Vita because I do know quite a bit about Vita. Actually, I've been following his name for quite some time, so I do know quite a bit about Vita. But to the Niner fans, look, he's the bad guy Raider. He does that. Yeah. All right, I'm here for peace. I'm here for peace. But only one team I definitively do not like. The Chargers. The Chargers. Oh, speaking of the Chargers, you know what happened today with the Chargers?
What happened?
Justin Herbert. He's engaged. He's engaged.
Oh, who cares? Brock Bowers got engaged. I'd rather talk about Brock Bowers getting engaged.
I know, but Madison Beer, though, is her name Beer? She's cool, man. She's like, she's legit. She's, she knows her stuff. She's talented. I am happy for him. All right, that is the most love I will ever give a Charger. I am happy for Justin Herbert. I really thought he was gonna be just one of those dudes who just like sleeps around for the next 10 years, but no, it's like, oh, okay, and it's young to be getting engaged, so I'm happy for that. I'm happy for that, man.
Congratulations, Justin.
So what injury did you say? What injury did you say?
Max Crosby, if he gets injured.
Max Crosby. I think the worst injury. I almost don't want to say it because if it happens, you're gonna be like, "Fuck, you fucked us." Honestly, I think it would be Linderbaum. If Linderbaum gets injured, that would be bad. That'd be bad.
That'd be catastrophic.
That'd be catastrophic because that would not only set Cousins back, that would set Fernando back.
That'd be catastrophic.
That would be bad.
Yeah, that would be catastrophic.
They want to know how to follow you, the bad guy Raider. Because your name, Shannon. Go ahead, tell them.
Oh, okay. I'll type it in.
Put them links up. And for those who are watching, you can also follow me on Twitch. It is the same name, The Good Raider 1. He's got to add a 1 to Twitch. Eventually, I'll remove it. But yeah, I do think that would be it. So I guess knock on wood. I guess if a Nakobe Dean gets injured, it would be bad.
I can live with that. But Linderbaum, I could not live with that.
I'm telling you. Like here's a question though. Max or Linderbaum, which injury will be more devastating? I still say Linderbaum. Yeah, exactly. Linderbaum. Yeah, Linderbaum. So I think as long as, let's just say the old line is healthy, will be good. But specifically Linderbaum, if he stays healthy all year, man. And I think that's going to be the one. Yes, there it is right there. There's the spot. And I think that's going to be the one area where the Raiders are going to have the biggest impact is that center position, because that's the one we haven't had a really good center since Rodney Hudson, right?
It's been a while.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. Because speaking of overpay, because Linderbaum was an overpay, we did specifically pay way over the market for him to reset the market. So it would also hurt financially. Like, man, we really put a lot of money and resource into this. Wilkins, Randy Moss. Yeah, Wilkins injury. I guess, yeah, Wilkins injury hurt, man. The Wilkins injury did hurt. You know what I mean? It did hurt. When did Randy Moss get injured for the Raiders?
I think he's saying that they got overpaid.
They got overpaid. Yeah.
Because of their production, not because of who they were, though.
Yeah, exactly. Because of their production. So it was justified overpay, just like Linderbaum. He's justified overpay because of his production. But this next one, Kubiak said this, and we got to talk about it. Cousins. He said it. Let me say what I heard him say specifically, just so people are not confused. Because as soon as he said it, my friend even texted me, my Nana friend, he texted me like, "Oh, did you see it?" What he said specifically was Cousins is a starter for training camp because he deserves it. Okay, that's what I heard. So, Bad Raider, what has been the actual reports on that today? Because I know you've already been talking about it. What have people been talking about that statement today?
So indeed, he did say, Kubiak said that going into camp tomorrow. Well, first, I kind of he asked one of the people asked the question like, like how are you doing this? And so he started off like tap dancing around it a little bit, talking about everybody competing and all this other stuff. And then he just came out and was like, "Look, it's fair that I play the best player. The best player up until this point right now is Kirk Cousins. He's going into camp tomorrow. He's going to start with the ones, and he'll get a lot of reps. That's what what he said. Now,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Real quick, what I loved about that statement is that it was a very careful statement. Because he could have just said he's a starter and that's it. No, he said he's a starter for training camp and he deserves it. And that deserves it part, that's just him saying, look, he's been here in the league for this many times. We're talking about Kirk Cousins. Yeah, he deserves to start training camp. There's no arguments against that, right? And I think that's the point. Like, what because I've seen it, and I'll let you talk more on it. People saying, like, then what did you drop Mendoza for? And I'm just like, oh, wait, guys, maybe now you're overreacting. Maybe now you actually are overreacting. Because, again, remember, injuries happen in training camp. There's a lot that happens in training camp that doesn't carry over to the main. So even though I do believe Kirk Cousins will start week 1, I do think it was important that he mentioned that Kirk Cousins is starting training camp because he deserves it to start training camp.
Yeah, no, I think what was going on here is he's kind of like, how do you eat an elephant, a bite at a time, right?
Yes.
And so it's like we already know. I already see, and I'm thinking they already know what the elephant is. The elephant in the room is that Kirk Cousins is going to start week 1. But you can't just tell Raider Nation that because Kubiak sees how emotional, how not volatile, maybe volatile, or how fickle our fan base or how sensitive it is because of the PTSD, the post-traumatic Super Bowl deficiency. So he's like giving it to us a little bit at a time. For those that's watching the writing on the wall, you guys will get it before the others. Because some others are taking his word verbatim, like literally what he's saying. So what he has to do is say things like, okay, because if you notice, he didn't wait till training camp was already underway to say this. He said it before it got to that point. So he essentially was like, look, all right, let me break it to him slowly. He's gonna so you guys gonna see him getting a lot of first team reps because I know I already said that it's gonna be a competition and everybody's gonna get an equal chance. But that's coach speak. He was just saying that so that the nation could not be so all over the place. But then everybody was like Mendoza. So now he got to break it in. Like, look, check this out.
Yeah,
Mendoza's the future. He's not the right now.
Exactly, and I think Sacktown Mike, has a pulse on the beat there by saying that the Mendoza lovers lost their mind, even with that statement, even with that tiny statement of Training camp starts tomorrow. When we show up tomorrow, who's going with the team? First team. It's Cousins. What? You're just like, bro. You see what I'm saying? So even with that statement, so then imagine how much more necessary it is that Kubiak understands that, yeah, we're not going to play any games here with people's minds or hearts. I'll just tell you how it is. Kirk Cousins, when we show up tomorrow, he's going to touch the ball first. I don't know what you're thinking, but I'm thinking he's touching the ball first. So, but I do think it does get to this idea of, look, we're going to just take this day by day, man. Once you hear he deserves to start training camp, I don't know why you're already jumping to week 1, because week 1 is another 4 weeks away. By the way, I think today is the last Sunday. This past week was the last Sunday with no NFL game. Right? I think is there an NFL game coming this Sunday? The Hall of Fame game should be. Is it Sunday or Thursday? I don't know. But football's back. Yeah, football's back. The first, it's like 11 days of training camp, and then the preseason 1 starts. So in the next 2 weeks, football is starting for sure. Cousins will get booed. If he does badly, yes, he will. He will if he does.
Who cares?
Yeah.
If Cousins was to get booed in my presence, I'm fighting the fan, whoever the fan is.
That fan won't be me because I ain't
because that don't make no sense, because basically you mad because you didn't listen to what Coach Kubiak said, that he wasn't going to start. He said it a long time ago. Like, you guys had all summer to get over it, and now you want to boo him.
Yeah.
That's why Geno Smith be flipping us off, because we over emotional. That's why Kubiak has to act the way he acting.
I've heard people say Geno flipping fans off is bad because he's flipping fans off, and I'm just like, no, don't put me with that. The fans is flipping up. He's flipping up certain fans, and if you're part of that fan, you have a right to be angry about it. But I'm not, because I know for a fact he ain't flipping me off, because if I met him face to face, he would have no reason to flip me off. So I know how to respect the man, even when the man is down and not performing to his standards. Because you know what? Every day I don't wake up and perform to my standards. So I don't kick a man when it's down. So if a man flips you up, I should get some. Are you kicking him when he's down? Anyways, can we get some official dates? When is the Hall of Fame game? Because that is the official start of preseason game, right? So let's get some official dates.
I'll get that. Okay.
Thank you. While we do that, the next point that I had. August 6th. Oh my God.
Thursday.
It's the same
next
day.
Thursday.
That's the same day Marvel Tokon comes out for those who play fighting games.
I think so. That's next Thursday, right?
Next Thursday. Yeah. So
Panthers and Cardinals.
Yeah. Damn, we're there. So this coming Sunday is the last Sunday with no NFL games for. It's here, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you have season tickets. Yeah, you got season tickets. Steam team, nice. One day.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe so you can come and give us the inside scoop of what's going inside of the black.
Yes. Get in there with your phone. Get your camera out, because we need some pictures. Steam, I'm gonna star you. You ain't going nowhere. Right. You are now unofficial. Inside info guy from Allegiant Stadium.
Right.
Are you in the death what do we call it, a black hole?
The Death Star.
The Death Star
have a black hole.
Do we not have a black hole?
They don't have a black hole.
No, I thought we had a black hole in
the
Allegiant.
Not no more.
There's no official black hole in the Allegiant. Okay, that's fine.
No.
That's fine. We got the Death Star. We're still trying to get the Mandalorian. Disney won't give that up. They won't let us take the Mandalorian.
because they know he gonna run it up for like the next 10 years.
After one Super Bowl, they'll be like, "Shit, all right, maybe we should."
Oh yeah, right.
We know what we're after. Yo, Fernando, if you're watching this, Fernando, we got you. We know what we're after.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start making my way over to Disney, trying to get that sponsorship. Eventually, we'll be like, "Yo, Disney, Mandalorian, we need that."
You gotta give it up, bro.
This is the way. This is the way.
You're going to put your little Disney tag with it too. Just don't. If you can't beat them, join them. Come on, bro.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see. Right now, everyone's in love with Muppet Boy, and they think he's still. Just give Fernando a couple years. We'll be knocking Casey. We'll be knocking him out. But Clint Kubiak, this is really cool. They asked him how he plans practice, how players know what the plans are. And this is crazy to me. I did not know this. So when practice starts, the first time the coach is going to see players is on the field, I think. There's no team meeting.
Right.
Yeah. So the plan, the next day plan, they do that. Kubiak's plan is he gives them the plan during the afternoon break, the afternoon team meeting. So every morning when people show up, they know where to go. The reason why that's good is Kubiak doesn't have to deal with anyone who's late or this or that. They can go deal with their own positional coach on that kind of BS. He doesn't want no BS. When you show up in the morning, you know where to go. We know who's getting the ball. It's Cousins. We're going to run the first team rep. We know who's going to run that. We're good to go. And I was really impressed by that because first I didn't realize that was I thought coaches would see. I thought when they show up, they would go to the meetings first. I didn't realize they don't do that.
You know why that is though, right? It's
Why?
because the weather. Because if you have meetings in the morning, let's say if you have like an hour meeting in the morning, the later it gets, the hotter it gets in Vegas. So you just go ahead and practice early as you can, and then you can sit down later with the guys. And then, like he said, I give them the instructions like during the evening, and it's up to them to be self-motivated at night to go look at the things that they said. That's why it was imperative that we got a lot of people with high character, self-motivated people that is not all about what's going on in the city, people that's going to bed early. Because he mentioned that, so he got certain type of people in the. So he was like, "It'll show. I sent you this stuff on your iPad. It'll show if you paid attention or not. But make sure when you show up in the morning, you're ready."
Can you actually play that section? Because I think it's easier to find.
Yeah.
Because I thought that section was actually really, really cool.
Okay. I'll look for it.
And then after this, we're gonna talk about the Vita Vea trade. We're going to get into it. So get your questions ready because there's a price. We don't know what the price is because the Buccaneers are not telling us what the price is, but there's a price. The question is, what is the price for Raider Nation? And remember, he also wants a new deal. So we have to give him one. You don't have to, but he's going to be unhappy. So start getting your thoughts and questions ready for that because that will be after we do this next segment here.
Yeah, ask them what they think about the quarterback situation because they only asked him. He only named the quarterback as the starter, no one else.
I mean, we know there's a starter. We just don't know, but there is one. They probably got the start of this. Oh, they probably got the start of this afternoon team meeting this afternoon. Yeah. So when they show up tomorrow morning, they probably got the first team, second team, third team rep names this afternoon. While he's looking that up, if you can pick one AFC team to sweep that I want to sweep, the Chiefs, because sweeping the Chargers is not as. It's not as because the Chargers' home is basically our home. So if we sweep the Chargers, it's like winning 2 home games. If the team that I want to beat twice is the Chiefs, because to me they're still the top dog, right? I could say the Broncos because the Broncos may actually be better than the Chiefs, but no, I still want to beat Patrick Mahomes twice. I want to have a full announcement of the Raiders' new regime? Oh, we haven't won. Oh, have we not won in LA? Have we not been the Chargers at SoFi? Oh, I did not know that. And you grew up in Denver. Two of my favorite football players of all time, unfortunately, are Denver Broncos.
Who,
unfortunately.
And Terrell Davis?
No. Clinton Portis and Terrell Davis.
Not Clinton Portis.
Yeah, Clinton Portis and Terrell Davis.
From the U.
And then he went to Washington, right? Yeah. I was a huge Clinton Portis fan as a running back. He was such a good running back.
So if you could pick one AFC team to sweep, which one? It's a tough choice. My answer is Denver.
Denver. Okay, why Denver?
Because they got a good defense, but their offense ain't like that. So if we can run it up, we got a chance with them. I also think we can sweep the Chargers too. Like not both of them in the same year. And I'm not saying that. It's either going to be the Chargers or Denver. It's probably harder to sweep Denver because of their experience last year.
Right.
But I think the Chargers can get it too.
Oh, Evan Moses. Yeah. I know Evan Moses. Nice. Yeah, I know Evan Moses. I don't even know how I know Evan Moses because I did used to watch a lot of Broncos because they were good when I was growing up and they were always playing the Raiders. So I saw a lot of Broncos. I also saw a lot of Chargers, but I didn't like LaDainian Tomlinson because it was too freaking good. Right. Anyways.
Ready?
Yeah, you're not able to meet before practice due to how early you start practice. Is there something that you guys do to supplement that?
Yeah, we do. We just, we use our afternoon walkthroughs to prepare for the next day's practice.
Okay.
We got, great technology sending out the materials to guys' iPads, film, and scripts. Yes, there's quite a few things that we do, and then that's where players have to be self-motivated and go back to their hotel room and instead of shooting the breeze, is getting down and studying their scripts on their iPad.
Coach, you've had a few months to call Las Vegas home, but how?
So I believe there was an afternoon. Romanowski is one of my favorite Raiders. I believe there was an afternoon walkthrough today, right? Yeah. I saw some videos that come out. So yeah, I think there was an afternoon walkthrough today. So tomorrow they will show up knowing. When is the first day the media is available? Is it tomorrow? The media can watch.
I think it's tomorrow.
Because
I think they only had practice for like an hour and a half today.
Yeah,
and they probably had the evening walkthrough, like you said, and then he sent them all their script, and like he said, instead of shooting the breeze, playing Madden, I don't know, doing whatever, getting your.
I don't know why they be playing Madden because Madden is trash.
And get some rest. He said Madden is trash.
Speaking of Madden, what's his name? Our quarterback Fernando Mendoza is rated 75 in Madden.
Wow.
Which is not, I don't think that's top 10 as a rookie. The highest rookie, I believe, was Jeremiah Love at 82. Yeah. Shannon Sharp is so scared. Yeah, well, a lot of people were scared of Bill Romanowski. Okay.
Right.
Nation. And by the way, I think the next, I compare Kean Sloan. I think his comp for me is Bill Romanowski. You can go look that up. On my video, on my channel. But Vita, let's talk Vita. Bad guy. Let's talk Vita. Do you want him?
Sure. What cost?
Chime in. Do you want him? Okay. So we want him.
What cost? Yeah, like I'm willing to give up a third and a fifth.
Let's answer the hypothetical that's not likely that we don't want him. Why would we not want him?
The only thing that would be the argument is he's too old and he probably might want too much money.
Yeah.
I don't think that's to me that's not my. I don't think like that, but that would probably be what people would say is like, he's over. He's got more years. I think he's like 31.
31. Look, the problem is at 31. Okay, here's a good news. Last year, okay, when if the Max Crosby trade had gone through, I would have said no, don't get him because the Raiders are not ready to push for a playoff. Once we got Crosby, I'm like, if Cousins goes back to what he can do, 4,000 yards, we could make a playoff push once we got back Max Crosby. With Vita in the mix, bad guy, I'm really thinking like, yo, like now you've got a team. Right? Now you can win 2 playoff games.
Well, for sure. Well, I mean, if you get there, for sure, you could probably win 2 of them with that kind of lineup. Because the thing about it is the offense is going to probably click. Maybe not click to the level that is potential, but it'll click. It won't be the reason why we lose games, right? It'll probably be because of the defense. Because we're trying to find ourselves on defense, not because they're necessarily bad. It's just that they're trying to find their identity. The offense already knows what their identity is. So, well, Kubiak knows what the identity is and that he wants it to be. So, and it's probably going to be that. Coach Robbie, he doesn't know because he's a first-year coach. So, what's going to be in his mind and how it play out in the field will be slightly different. But if you put somebody like a Vita in the middle, which is so now we had everything covered up, but the middle, because we was talking the other night, like they would have to literally run up the middle. Yeah. They have to run up the middle to expose us. And if you put somebody that's there that already know what he's doing, and you don't have to super coach him up because he was a captain on his team already, that's only a plus. That's like having 2 captains on a D line.
Okay, so if we get Vita Vea, let's just drop the line here because it's gonna get nuts. We're talking Kwity Paye, Vita, Max Crosby. That's because Kwity Paye, we're not gonna linger on the Kwity Paye is really good against the run,
Yeah,
Vita also really good against the run.
Yes.
Max also really good against the run.
Yes.
But can also apply a lot of pressure. Here's where my heart's gonna break with that. And his name is Tonka Hemingway. Because that middle position, I think in the 3-4, Tonka can really do that job at 284.
You just put him in on 3rd down.
You just put him in on 3rd down.
Because you put him in there to get to the quarterback.
Yeah.
On obvious passing downs, you put Tonka in there.
That's the thing, though. I want Tonka to be the every down guy.
Yeah, but he can't stop the run like that.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. Yeah, maybe he can. Maybe he can. We haven't seen a lot of him, but maybe he can. Maybe he can't stop and run like that.
But that's not what he's known for.
Yeah.
He's known for getting 4 sacks. That boy had 4 sacks in like 6 games.
Yeah.
Because he has the ability to get by the double team, where he got the ability to get by the center and guard or just the center or whatever. But as far as the run, if they dedicate him to run, they'll wash him out. They'll wash him out.
Yeah. Okay.
And plus, anyway,
can somebody tell me how much Vita weighs? Can you tell me the height and weight of Vita? Anyone in chat can look that up. Thank you.
And with Vita, then he doesn't have to be an every down. And I don't know if he is right now or not, but he doesn't have to be an every down lineman.
He's good against the run. He's a 3-down lineman.
Well,
right?
on the 3rd down, if it's 3rd and 7 or 3rd and 6, he's not going to be out there.
Yeah,
I would definitely put Tonka in.
Yeah, so he's a 3-down guy, while Max is obviously your 4-down guy because Max can get you a lot of sacks. Kwity Paye will also be more of a 3-down guy. But Kwity Paye will average 6 or 7 sacks, so that's enough. But again, remember the Seattle Seahawks defense only averaged 7. Their best sack numbers was 7. They just had 3 players who got it. So I've been trying to make this point that I think King Kubiak would maybe prefer that type of defense where you don't have anybody who gets 12. Because Crosby's going to want to get 12 regardless. Because Crosby just does that.
He will.
Right? He wants to be a Hall of Famer. Right?
He will.
Yeah. Okay, so Kwity, Max, and Vita would be. I know that's the scary part. It's like if you're bringing Vita, then you're talking like, okay, you have a legitimate defense. Like you had one before with Quay Walker and Nakobe Dean, but now it's just like, okay, you can win.
Yeah, that would be crazy with Quay Walker and Nakobe Dean and them 3.
Right?
And then you got Kieran Crawford coming off the edge and Kuntz.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, that would be kind of crazy. That's before you even get to the safeties in the corners.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would
No,
be
like,
kind of crazy.
you will legitimately have a potential top 10 defense because if you can stop the run, look, if a team is running 50% of the time and you've got 3 people, because Crosby can do it too, who can stop the run, maybe even 30% of the time, guys, that's a good defense. That's a really good defense.
Hey, that's a good point, Stem T. The AFC West is a run-first division,
exactly.
top to bottom. You're right. That's an excellent, very excellent point.
So here's a question. How much would you give up for him?
A third and a fifth. Let's go.
Third and a fifth.
Yeah, third and a fifth. Let's go. And
I would say a third and a Tonka Hemingway because I feel
like don't give him Tonka. Do not give him Tonka.
I feel like we're gonna
go give him Adam Butler. Give him Adam Butler.
Oh yeah, because that would be the immediate replacement, right?
Yeah, give him Adam Butler.
Give him Adam Butler. Yeah, a third.
And
I
think he on a contract year. And I think he on a contract year. And he's not worth as much as Vita.
And Vita is the same age as Vita.
So
I can see that.
I think we should make it happen, bro. I haven't thought about it a lot because I don't like to think too much about something that I don't think that might happen. But now that y'all putting it all together like that sandwich look good. Let me have a bite.
We don't need Butler. I said we trade Butler. Yeah, trade Butler in third.
Yeah, Butler a third and a sixth.
Because Butler is literally a 3-down guy. That's what Butler does. He's a 3-down guy. Oh yeah, that's the thing. You would have to trade Butler because there's no point having Butler as a backup because he's not a backup.
No.
Yeah, he's not a backup.
And we got Thomas the 4.
And Thomas is a backup for now, but Butler is not a backup. And Butler wouldn't work with Vita Vea at all because they play the same. They literally do the same thing on the defense. Yeah,
exactly.
So you would trade Butler. Oh yeah, I'll do that. Third and a Butler because Vita Vea doesn't want to be there.
I'll give you third, Butler, and a fifth.
And a fifth. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Third, Butler, and a fifth. Yes. Why not?
And if they don't take that, they just being spiteful.
But do we not really think that the most likely outcome is they re-sign him? Give him the money he wants?
Nah. Well, no, because
Myles Garrett did that, right? Last year with the Browns. I don't want to be here. And then they give him big money.
Yeah, but then they end up losing them the next year anyway. So he just took their cookies and ran. But the thing about it is, if
hey, I think they would have said that they got some pretty good return from him. They got a haul for him.
Yeah, they did. They definitely did.
Yeah.
But the thing about Vita is this though. He clearly said, "I want to come to either California or the Raiders." Now, remember what I was saying about the Raiders. Now the Raiders is a destination place now, and there's a lot of ties with Spytek and Vita. He's a Bay Area kid.
Can I just scare you guys real quick? Can I just scare you guys real quick? Do you think Clint Kubiak is like now staying up late going, honestly, fuck it, let's just go for it now? Clint might have been thinking 2-year build, but now he's like, oh, give me Vita, F it.
No, he was thinking that before that.
Let's go win playoff games.
No, he was thinking that. Well, man, I don't know about playoff games yet, but he might could think that now if we got Vita. But I'm saying Kubiak is so diabolical. He's trying to win games now and planning for the future at the same time. And I don't think it's just Kubiak because you got to remember Spytek is the one that's bringing these.
I know Spytek
because Spytek is the one bringing these people in.
I know I am. It's just that because I'm not in the building, I can't gauge it out fully. But there's a good chance Clinton is like, oh yeah, give me Vita. We're good to go. I mean, if the projection before was 6 wins with Vita, I would say the projection goes up to about 9 wins, not because Vita is that much better, but because of what Vita means positionally for the Raiders. I mean, they have to sign. Well, they have to sign Baker Mayfield. People are suggesting that they will not sign Baker Mayfield, and I guarantee you they're going to sign Baker Mayfield. If they don't sign Baker Mayfield, they're stupid. Baker Mayfield is a fucking good quarterback.
Yeah, that's the point I was going to make because I was about to be like, well, you could say they'll try to string him out and give him the money, but I'm like, they're doing that to Baker Mayfield, and they need Baker Mayfield more than they need Vita.
By the way, bad guy. This was my argument for why the Colts didn't sign Kwity Paye because they needed money to sign Alec and their quarterback.
Who?
That's what I was saying.
Who?
Kwity Paye. When you said why the
No,
Colts
I
didn't
know they
sign
need to
Kwity Paye.
sign who? They need to sign who?
The quarterback. What's his name? Daniel Jones. They need to re-sign him, and they have to give Alec their wide receiver like 100. They give him like 150 million.
Yeah, they gave him way much money. Like they gave him
way above market value.
Yeah,
because the play demanded it. That's why they couldn't re-sign Kwity Paye. That was my point. And it looks like the same thing for the Buccaneers, that they can't re-sign Vita because they got to sign Baker Mayfield. That's good for us because we've got plenty of cash.
And that's the same thing that happened to Tyler Lindenbaum. That's why we was able to get it. That's why we even had a shot, because they couldn't afford him. And it was obvious they couldn't afford him.
What up, Ray? Welcome in. Yes, you can rewind to the beginning. Welcome, because trust me, everything we say you want to rewind and listen to. We are not, like I said, we don't do fluff. I don't think a single word of fluff comes out of our mouth on this channel. We're not gonna sit here and waste your time with do this. We don't do fluffs. Yeah, you can rewind. We're okay with that. Oh, so you two were having power outage because
he was talking about me because he was there earlier when it happened. Okay. No, I'm good now, brother.
Yeah, perfect. We gotta keep talking, because now y'all are getting me excited about this. If we do get him, will we though? Look, so he wants to go to California. Are the Raiders?
Or the Raiders? Yeah, that's what
he said. Okay, so that means
the Raiders. So he won a West Coast team except for Arizona.
Except for Arizona. Yeah, well, nobody wants Arizona. Even Arizona don't want Arizona. My boy Marvin Harrison Jr. is finding every reason to drop a ball.
Hey, but they just gave the money to Jacoby Brissett though.
They did. Have you seen Marvin Harrison Jr.? That man cannot catch a thing.
Yeah, that's a crazy thing about it, because he's really
dropping everything.
Yeah,
he's dropping everything. That boy couldn't catch $1 if you threw it. He's just dropping all of it. And his father is one of my favorite receivers of all time.
His dad is a beast.
Oh God, Marvin Harrison was so damn good. Marvin Harrison looked like he should not be good at football because his body was built so weird. But when he moved, he was just untouchable.
Yeah, and he looked like he shouldn't. He looked like somebody that worked at the bank or something. Marvin Harrison,
dude, he did not look like a football player, but he was so damn good, so damn.
Yeah, he was.
And his son just forgot the catch thing just got regressed.
Well, catching is a confidence thing. So if he get his confidence, he'll be back.
I think so too. Yeah, I think so. I'm not worried about him yet, and the season hasn't
started. Not yet, right?
Yeah, so one more year.
But I was just about to say, if he keeps dropping it for another year, then I might start getting concerned.
Maybe it's a quarterback thing, but I've seen the draft. I'm just like, boy, you look like me. And when I was back in high school, that's why they put me in safety. They were like, you can't catch nothing. You play safety.
So he said Brissett only got $20 million, but how long was it for? Because $20 million is a lot for a guy like him. That's a career backup.
I think it's a 1 year, $20 million. I think that's what he did.
That sounds about right.
It's just a starter. It's just a starting quarterback. Lowest starting quarterback pays about $20 million. Yeah. So Vita, if he comes and we lose Butler, we still got Tommy. What's his name? Booker. We still got Booker.
Yeah, Thomas Booker the 4th.
And then we still got Brandon Cleveland, who we drafted in the 6th.
Hey, I did hear that he might get cut though. I heard he might get cut though.
By whom? Why?
By the Raiders.
He's good.
I don't know. I heard. I don't know how true that is, but I'm just saying I caught wind of that. I don't know how true it is, but I definitely caught wind of it.
No, don't worry. My boy will show up. I looked into him.
I hope not.
He'll show up. He's a 6th round. So yeah, he definitely has a lot of things lacking, but he's got the size. He seems to have the movement. He can play nose and he can play a regular defensive tackle. So again, if we trade for Vita, we lose Butler. We still got plenty good backups. Plenty good. So guys, we will do a 50-man roster episode I haven't done one yet because I don't want to spam that on you guys where that's all we do. I would do one of those and that's all you'll get, really.
Yeah, and that's why I'll probably wait till like after the second
exactly.
game.
Exactly. I'm not gonna do one of those a week like other people do. I ain't got
I'm not doing because that don't make sense. Like it almost didn't make sense to do it before you even get to camp, right?
Oh, that's why we haven't done it yet.
But you can kind of like hope that this is what it's gonna be. But I'd rather just look and see what I see for the first couple games and after training camp and be like, I can kind of tell who's gonna trend and who's not. Because if we were doing it, we all would be wrong because didn't nobody have what's his name getting waived. We just waived
Lakitasi.
Lakitasi,
yeah. But then I thought about it. I'm like, man, he was big. He's real big.
So maybe that's part of might be part of the reason why we got rid of him too, is to give him a chance to go to another camp where he can actually get a chance to play. And we're going to get Vita.
Yeah. Okay. Because here's the thing, though. Who do you think Vita called first? Is to be like, I want to get traded. I think Spiky Boy got a call. He's a mentor. He's a mentor.
Man, don't get my hopes up. Do not get my hopes up, bro.
Hey, look, whenever I want to make big decisions, I gotta talk to my mentor, even if my mentor is on another team, and we're not rivals, right? We're not rivals. Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, there's no beef. There's no beef there at all.
That's true, and he got skin in the game because what if he called Spytek and Spytek said, "We got you. Don't worry about it." Then he's gonna be like, "Yeah."
In the AFC West, Vita makes us much more competitive.
Much more
competitive.
I'm sure that would scare other teams for real.
Yes. Because now you got to scheme. Even if you're just like, oh, Kwity Paye, push him aside.
Right.
Now you got to scheme for Vita and Max Crosby. And Nakobe Dean is staring you straight down with the blitz coming. Yeah.
You know what I like though with that is if Max try to run you down, right, and you try to get away from Max, like a lot of them do, they try to run from Max. Usually, we need somebody else to clean it up. Even if Kwity Paye is not like the first person there, he'll run you down. If you over there scrambling too long as a quarterback, he will run you down. That will happen. But one thing you're not going to do is you're not going to run to his side.
Right, exactly. And that's the thing, like scheming wise, it becomes difficult for teams to scheme up against. Again, this is one of my favorite statements I ever made on this channel was when your football doesn't make sense, you win 3 games.
Right. I like when you said that because that's true.
Get a Vita with the Max, Kwity Paye, Nakobe Dean, Quay Walker, Tradian Stukes, who might be a rookie, but he's 25 years old. Your football starts to make a hell of a lot of sense.
Stokes.
Tradian Stukes, yeah.
And we got Stokes. And we got Jeremy Chin, man. Like, come on,
so
man.
At every position, we have legitimate starters who have done it at the highest level and have accolades to go along with it.
You know what? We might go crazy, man. Let me stop. Because if we do get him, Raider Nation gonna be fired up.
I do want to stop because we might go crazy because if we do get him, we're gonna be live for guys. You guys are gonna see us so much. I think I'm gonna be live twice a day. Pretty much almost every day, twice a day. Because whenever we stream, I'm gonna go live in the afternoon myself, and then you and I will go again in the evening. So you guys are gonna see us a lot.
Yeah, we both been on twice today.
So it's
because you were on earlier today, right?
Yeah, I was. Oh yeah, I was on earlier today.
Yeah, I was on earlier too. That's what I'm saying. We both was on. We both been on twice today.
Oh yeah. And I'm already. I already got my topics now. I'm already thinking about topics for tomorrow.
Right.
Because dude, if the media is seeing the practice tomorrow, there's gonna be a ton of videos we're gonna have to pull up, right? Worst case scenario tomorrow for tomorrow's camp.
Oh, worst case
scenario is an injury, right? That's worst case scenario.
Well, let's say barring injury, because I don't want to. I don't even like talking injury, even in hypotheticals, like because that can happen to anybody, and it make me mad because it takes the trajectory of whatever it was you was doing, it totally derails it. But
Right.
what would be the thing that would probably make everything bad? If I don't know. That's a good question. I would say if we find out that
And
I really
yeah,
don't know. That's
I know
a
what you
good.
mean. Barring any scandals, it would be like, oh no, guys, this practice looks confusing as hell. But even that, you just be like, yeah, it's the first practice.
Well, I'm thinking if Stokes be out there getting whooped by Malik Benson. You know what I'm saying? Like Malik Benson gets some run and he out there getting routed by Malik Benson.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna be
Prediction
like,
time.
what the heck just
Prediction
happened?
time. Prediction time. And everybody remember your answer because we're gonna talk about it, even you in chat. What name do you think everyone is going to remember at the end of tomorrow? What name is everyone going to talk about
at the end of tomorrow?
Tomorrow's camp. What name?
Max.
What one name you think people are going to talk about the most? So you say Max. Okay.
Because he sets the tone for everything all the time, even in warm-ups, even in practice, even in drills, even in getting in the building. So he always got to kick it off first.
Okay.
With everything.
Okay. Max is good also because Max is going to get noticed, right? I'm going to look for someone to come off of the offense, and I am going to say Malik Benson. This is a hope, but I'm also going to say Malik Benson because Cousins is going to be passing the ball, and he doesn't really know any of the receivers, really. So he's going to have to connect with somebody, right? We've been looking for an X receiver. Somebody's going to have to run that X position in drills. I feel like at some point Malik Benson is going to be the natural option to be there, and I will love it if he flashed. So I'm going to say Malik Benson.
I'm gonna go on and say that Kirk Cousins.
Steve say Mendoza, okay.
Kirk Cousins has worked enough with these guys to know he's got enough reps with these wide receivers to know how they are at this point. Trust me.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think because if you really think about it, what quarterbacks used to do with wide receivers is they used to spend like about a month in the summertime, not even really a month, maybe a couple weeks together, and then they can get your timing together. Because like Jerry Rice and Montana used to work out, or any quarterback with a number one receiver, like Peyton Manning used to have Marvin and all. They used to meet during the summer. It doesn't take like months in order for you to figure out how this receiver is going to react to routes. It only probably takes about, I don't know, maybe about like 200 reps.
Okay. Give me a second. I'm gonna go start the oven because I still gotta cook tonight, even though it's almost 10:30. And we're gonna end around 10:30 because
Yeah, it's all good. I hold it down. Yeah. So I think tomorrow. Another person that's probably going to get a lot of scrutiny is going to be Kirk Cousins, because now that the nation wanted Mendoza to be that guy so bad, or had the opportunity to be that guy so bad, that they're going to be hypercritical of Kirk Cousins. And so now we're going to be looking at how Kirk Cousins commands the team, and we're going to see it. Like Kubiak said, we're going to see it. Because it's going to be obvious, because he's an obvious leader. And the team, you can tell that they're gravitating around him because he came in knowing the balance of, hey, I'm the guy. No one here can beat me. I'm not just saying that. I just know that. I'm coming off this 2 years off of my injury. I was able to get my footing back last year, although he played half a season. He was able to get his self-confidence by going 5-3, winning the last 4 games. So he still can play meaningful football. So coming into camp, he has all the confidence that he needs. He got the coach on his side. He has a coach that he's played with. It's just kind of like a win-win for him. Like, it's always a win-win with him. That's why he's always getting paid, because he goes there with a chip on his shoulder. He gets underestimated. He goes in there, perform, and people be like, dang, you did it. I don't know how you do it, but you do it. But they only gave you like a couple year contract. What other team needs you? Oh, they need you? Oh, they're going to have to spend the bag. It's like the next team that get Kirk Cousins for his last couple of years of his of his career, they're going to pay a bag, especially imagine if he take the Raiders and they win 8 or 9 games, right? And they let him go anyway, right? Whoever team he going to next year, that 20 million that Brissett got for 1 year, I bet you Kirk Cousins is gonna get like 30, 35.
Oh yeah, no. Going forward, Kirk Cousins has locked himself in as kind of a 30 million QB because he has the accolades to go with it. Brissett doesn't, right? Brissett doesn't have 4,000 yards, no Pro Bowls. So yeah, no. Kirk Cousins, again, his agent will never let him not get paid what he deserves.
Right. So, he's already established that.
One final question: when do we think Aiden O'Connell is going to get traded?
Ooh.
Yeah, honest question. When would he get traded?
I still say by time the trade deadline.
I actually think he'll get traded before the start of the season. I think it's going to get the preseason to showcase what he's able to do, and someone's going to come calling for him.
Okay, I got an answer then. We could trade AOC, Adam Butler, and a 3rd-round pick for Veda.
Would the Buccaneers want? Who's the Buccaneers backup? That would be the question.
And they don't even have to re-sign, and they don't have to re-sign Baker Mayfield if they don't want to, because they got AOC.
And they're gonna have whatever. Okay, good one. You have to be a hit Cousins to make him look bad. Okay, no, that's true.
Yeah. You said all these rookies need to train camp under their belt of weightlifting to bulk up to play an NFL caliber level. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's why I said in the first 2 years of rookies, if you watch them, they gain weight. They get bigger, more muscle. They have more time to get in the weight room because they don't have to worry about school and class and tests and all of that. And trainers are more personal.
Yeah, I think Kirk. This says you have to be able to hit Cousins to make him look bad, but Cousins has no mobility when the hitting is for real in a game. So the thing about he's more mobile than Aiden O'Connell still right now. But let's just say that's like that's like a turtle racing a snail, right? Okay, so I get it. But at the end of the day, Kirk Cousins know when to get rid of the ball a little bit better than Aiden, because even Aiden know how to get rid of that ball too. He know how to get rid of that ball. He not scary. He don't have happy feet. He just got lead in his feet.
Kirk Cousins has what most quarterbacks' mobility is. Good quarterbacks. Every NFL quarterback has this type of mobility, pocket mobility, the ability to move side to side and just kind of feel where the pressure's coming from. Because again, Aaron Rodgers is not a fast quarterback, right? But he knows how to feel out the pressure and he knows when to get rid of the ball. The one thing Aiden O'Connell isn't great at is feeling out the pressure coming. He doesn't catch it quickly enough. Even though he does get rid of the ball, he doesn't do it quickly enough to where he'll take some bad hits. Kirk Cousins doesn't do that. He knows how to use the pocket. He has good pocket awareness, so he doesn't need to be even a Mendoza. Mendoza's going to be quite a bit faster than Cousins, but even Mendoza is not a running quarterback. He just has really good pocket awareness.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. And that's
in the NFL, quarterbacks who have pocket awareness are still generally better than your straight up scrambling quarterback. Because even Lamar Jackson is not a straight up scrambling quarterback. He has good pocket awareness. It's just that he's also very fast, and so you can use him in design runs.
Yeah. So he says max should be like 90 to 80% of his max ability, and should be 100% at the at the start of the season. Yeah, that's what I expect. I don't expect him to be 100% like a game, because he's just coming off of a surgery. But I'm talking about I'm just happy that he is going to show up and be with the ones, and and then they'll put him on a pitch count or whatever. But I don't think it's going to be like a real low pitch count. I just know they're going to be paying attention to him. But I hope that's a trend for him all year long, to understand, bro. We need to be able to throttle you down when we need to. And I think he gets it. I think he gets it. But we'll see. Because once the lights come on and the lights come on and everybody starts yelling, he might want to act different. So we'll see.
Yeah, we will see. Okay, we should call it for the night.
Yes, sir.
Because everyone needs rest, even players and coaches, and we got to go rest our mind because tomorrow, it's go time tomorrow. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow to a bunch of Raider news because training camp happens before I wake up. So I'm gonna wake up to a bunch of Raider news. I'm gonna siphon through them and pick out some juicy stuff. Hopefully, by grace, no injuries or anything weird like that. Just a good, clean practice. But it happens every year to some teams. Some teams lose some major players every single year. So, it is what it is.
Get us Vita, man. Spytech, get us Vita, man.
That's one to look for. If we can get Vita, I would be okay if we don't because I feel like Adam Butler can still do it. But Vita's better. Vita's better,
Yeah, I'll be okay if we don't do it because that's why I'm like, I don't want to get too excited. But I know if we do pull that trigger and he said, yeah, I want to go with the Raiders and he really do that, then I just know that puts us in a whole different conversation, though. Like, for real, though.
It would.
Because you can't say that we're the typical number one pick in the draft because all of the additions that we actually did make. And then not only are we making those additional changes, we haven't even started our franchise quarterback yet. That's the beauty of it.
Like the thing, like even ESPN, they're gonna have to start going, the Raiders. I mean, people are already saying the Raiders might be for real because we got Max back. We didn't trade him and the other. But if you get Vita, it becomes like, oh. I will end by saying this. This season, Raiders season is going. I don't see any negatives this season. Even an injury would not be a negative just because this is the start of the rebuild. So this is just going to be a great season for Raider Nation.
Yeah, I think that we're definitely trending in the right direction, and what we're doing is competent. The things that the moves we're making is competent, and that's all I'm really tripping off of is how our moves are, if they're competent or not. Let the results be the results, because what'll happen is we got to remember this is like year one. This is like this ain't even year one. This is like the beginning of year one of a 3-year process.
Exactly.
So we got to go through a whole season to see what we need to fix, then fix that, and then gauge where we at.
And again, when your football makes sense, you win games. The football is making sense right now.
Yeah.
If it continues to make sense, and if Vita comes in, it makes even more sense. If that continues, I think Raider Nation is about to potentially have we're about to be happy. I'll be happy regardless because Fernando Mendoza is here and for the next 4 years, unless he is complete trash, which again, there's a reason the man won the national championship and the Heisman Trophy. He's as real as it gets. So with that, Raider Nation, we're going to have to head out because we're going to see you tomorrow. You will see me in the afternoon around 12 p.m. at my channel, and then you'll see us here tomorrow night, 8 p.m.
Yes. So we appreciate you guys hacking into the show. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the loyalty. Y'all already know it's one nation, the Raider Nation, all day, every day.
Every day. From the Bay.
I'm a Raider.
To LA.
Raider. You a Raider from the Bay.
We're going to have to write this down so we can say it right every time. Because if every time you say one nation, I am literally thinking under God. That is the first thing that comes.
I know, right?
It's the first thing that comes to my mind.
Indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Y'all have a good night, y'all. Have a good night.
All right, thank you. What up, D Minutes, brother? I appreciate you.
I'm a Raider from the Bay to LA to Las Vegas. Recipes to Al Davis.